Greetings all. Welcome to episode 13 of our Battletech career playthrough. Had a little problem with episode 12 and 13 here, that when I originally recorded them, I did not get the voiceover, my voice, recorded correctly. So we're going to go back and I'm going to watch them with you and give you my commentary. It's kind of too bad because I had some good stuff on tactics and strategy and other things. But we're going to go with what we've got. Yeah, we can't go back and reshoot because it's an Iron Man playthrough. So we're going to go with what we got. So here we are. We're on the way to Arn, and we got a black market invitation. As you can read that if you haven't read it already, basically we're getting the opportunity to join the black market on some worlds that gives you a discount on things you need to buy. But unfortunately, we don't have enough money to deal with any of that. Well, actually, it's not money. It's we have to be liked by the Aragon pirates, and we have not encountered them. So we have to let this one go, and so we continue. All right, so we cashed in a lot of our partial mechs to get our funds back in line, and so we're traveling to Arn. We're in the midst of that now. So we chose Arn because it's a cold world, a glacial world, and the combats that we're going to be in are low difficulty. I hate doing that, choosing on difficulty instead of just, blundering forward, I guess. But the issue that I have is we got our bad guys. We got our inexperienced guys are the only ones that we've got available to us. So we've got to stay in combat that they are going to die in or kill us in. So as you recall from the last time, we needed some heat sinks. Here on Arn, there are heat sinks available. Not the jump jets. We want to buy. There they are. We need at least 3 heat sinks to get everybody back in battery. So we're going to get those.
New equipment available.
And there's the third one. And that's going to allow us to go back and fit those to our mechs, the Jenner and the the Jenner and the Panther that need them. We got some work to do on our Wolverine here, even with the refit that we originally did. We're also missing a heatsink here, I believe. Let's check. So we are missing a heatsink. We're going to add that. Okay, so the Wolverine is going to be back, and it's going to take probably 3 days, 1 to 3 days to get it fixed. Not a whole lot of ability here. This is a large, this is a heavy mech that only has an AC-5 and an SRM-6. It's not very impressive if you ask me. So we may be redoing this at a future date, but we're not going to redo it today. There are some choices that we can make that would allow us to maybe have some better choices on that. Maybe a heavier AC and get rid of the SRM-6, something like that. Maybe we have some room for medium lasers. We'll see. But again, it's kind of a weird thing. But keep in mind that this gives us 3 ranges. We can hit it long, medium, and short range, and at least do damage. So it's a good all-around machine. But again, it just doesn't seem to me to be that capable. More SRM ammo would surely be nice. With an SRM-6, we're going to blow through that pretty quickly with just 1 ton. So that may be changing rather quickly, but we'll have to see. Okay, so he's ready to go. We're going to confirm, and it's going to take 1 day to refit him. That's fine. That puts us farther out on getting our stuff. Our stuff back. No. Don't stop the task. We're going to wait till it finishes up on the Jenner and the Panther. We don't want to interrupt and make it take longer. So we're just going to let them finish out. We are going to have to go through a financial report in 16 days. And that's before we get the Jenner and the Panther back to add our heat sinks. But that's just the price of doing business at this point. There is a mech for sale, but I don't want a blackjack. They say they're solid. I've seen them go down pretty fast, and I don't like that. Yeah. They have jump jets, but still, I'm just 2 AC5s not a big fan of. So we had to buy another heat sink to make up for the one that we used on the Wolverine. So now, let's go see what kind of contracts we have available to us. And we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we're still waiting, and done waiting. Okay, so what do we got? Contested will, dead or alive. 2 contested will ones, that's weird. Those are the least difficulty. And because these are short contracts, short little things, we'll probably do 2 of these in this session. Distraction. Operation to pull it off, we need local government authorities to be temporarily distracted. Yeah, we could do that, but I'd rather wait until we've got our big guys back. Maybe that'll be episode 14. Certainly open to doing that, but it just doesn't make sense at the moment. I want to stay with the contested will. Go with the least difficulty because we've got our least capable guys out there. I also don't like working for Liao, so stop the signal in one man's art. Not really excited about doing. But the contested will ones, it gets us a little bit of money. Hopefully we won't take too much damage and we'll get some salvage out of it. See, Capellan, philanthropist, is a patron of the arts, and we're going to go get somebody. Locate the painter, rescue him, and at the personal request of the patron, recover the painting. So that's more of a task than our guys are really ready for, I think. So we're not going to go that way with them. We got 20 days, 26 days, 39 days, 40 days for the Wolverine. See, that's just strange. You know, the Wolverine said it was going to take 1 day. The problem is we've only got 1 set of techs right now. We need to expand our work bays so that we can work on more than 1 mech at a time, which means upgrades to the Argos, and we don't have the money for that right now. So we need to quickly get our guys back, find some missions where we can make some money quickly, without taking too much damage, because the problem that we've been having is we've been taking a ton of damage. I think we want to go back to normal because we don't like the morale effect. I don't like the morale effect, being down. So, we're going to let it play out here and get the work done. Anyways, updates to the Argos. There's a lot to be said for doing that. Sick bays allow people to come back quicker. More mech bays and improvements to the mech bays give us a lot more. Okay, so here's one right here. We don't have the upgrades that we need in order for them to do the training that is suggested here. So the best we can do is organize a pen and paper exercise. Not really that useful, but it'll help a tiny bit. Okay, 50 experience points for each. Big deal. But, it is what it is. So again, we're waiting. We need to... We're... raising our morale level there brought us down to 2 months away from dead, so we got to be careful there. Okay, so the Panther came back, and so did the Jenner now. This isn't the Panther that we need, but we can fit out the Jenner now. So let's get the Jenner. So that Jenner's back in. Yeah, see, that's the Wolverine. Back to the Jenner. There you go. Yeah, I got 10 more days for the Panther that we need, and then 1 more day on top of that for the Wolverine. So we're going to let them all come back. 7 days out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Panther's back. Wolverine's back. Alright, now let's get our heat sinks on there. Maybe we can just go ahead without the heat sinks for now. This is a cold planet, so we can just go ahead and do this. And salvage is usually worth more than money, and salvage allows us to have more mechs. So let's go ahead and just go with the. We'll go with the Jenner and the Panther as is, missing those heat sinks. So we got Happy and Nav that are available to us. They're both 4443, so they're kind of a toss-up which one we're going to use. Flatlines in the Jenner. The Jenners really are recon guy. So let's give that to Prancer. And then Flatline's going to have the Vindicator. No. The Vindicator. Yeah, that's... Move the Vindicator over. You can move the Wolverine down in there. But look, we changed Flatline and Zim. We need to switch them back before we deploy. That's right. Go see. Check it out. Switch them over. Stop playing around. I'm talking to myself here, but stop playing around. Switch them back. There you go. Now we can deploy. We're doing Zim and Nav as a pair, and Flatline and Prancer as a pair. Yeah, let's let Flatline be in the Jenner. Okay. So I think we're ready to deploy. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. They're lightweight. We know. That's just telling us that those heat sinks aren't there. It's a nice little failsafe that you don't end up sending broken mechs down on the planet. Some of the Flashpoint missions require that because there's no time to fix your stuff between missions. But we're not in a Flashpoint. We're just out doing our own thing. Alright, begin mission. We are ready. Capture the base. All we gotta do is capture the base. So, begin mission. Click it. Click it now. Click it. Click it. Click it. Click it. There you go.
Command interface.
Okay, here we are on the ground. Local government system force is located. That's up there. Alright, so the first thing we do is a map recon. The edge of the sandbox is over there, so I think we're going to encounter our people before we get to that fortress. You see, we're in one corner and the fortress is in another corner. You see that amber line is the edge of the combat box. So we got some forest, looks like some water maybe, but this is a glacial thing, so that's probably just snow. So we're going to stay out of the valley here. That's a bad idea, letting other people be on the heights. So we're going to approach to here. That's probably where we're going to encounter our first enemy. So we're going to stay in the woods as much as we can to get a little bit more cover. And let's go find out what we've got. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, that's just open. It's not water. It's a high point there, a hill. And I think that's where we're going to see our first people. Our first enemy. Just my opinion. So, some more woods over here. I don't want to get into that area. That's kind of a bad area to be. So, we're going to keep everybody up on the ridge line. And take that ridge line around until we're right above the fortress. And then we'll go and drop down on the fortress and grab it. So, let's get everybody moving. Prancer, flatline, we're going to move him out as far as we can.
Location confirmed.
He's our fast boy, he's our recon, so we're going to throw him out front. And then next turn, we're just going to send flatline out ahead of everybody. Keep him in the forest, but get him out there so we can see what we're running into. Everybody else, kind of keep an eye on things to left and right. Yeah, so let's get him aimed right so he's looking in the right area. Alright, so moving up.
What do you need?
Good, we can get flatline right to the edge of the fort. Ooh, we can get him into the open, but I don't really want to do that. Let's just put him into the woods. Nah. He's going to have a good line of sight there, but that's not where we're wanting to approach from. So, I don't know. We'll get him to look out there.
Copy that.
Let's get everybody moving. Sticking to the woods. Okay, so flatline can go all the way across, but I don't know. Maybe we can just throw them up on the hilltop here, and he can bird dog for us, kind of, if it needs to be that.
Moving out.
Let's get everybody else moving across, at least to the edge of the forest here. Keep in mind we want to stay as hidden as we can and avoid contact until we're doing it in the way that we want to do contact. That's why we've got flatline out front, so that we can know where they are before they know where we are. And we can reset, we can change how we're going to approach. That is one good thing about the Wolverine, is for a heavy mech, it can move.
Ready for orders.
You know, like I said before, I'm not real happy with how much firepower it has, but it actually is, it can get out there. It can get out ahead of things. Yeah, it's a military base. We kind of knew that. We don't really care. So, still have not seen the enemy. We're just going to go straight at him here, I think. Because we're right at the edge of the forest there, on the other side of the hill from it. Let's get everybody up. So we'll just take him across.
Got it.
I don't think we're going to hit any enemy at this point. Because, you know, like I said, we've run our recon out front. And he hasn't seen anyone. So let's keep everybody in the woods. Get across to the woods. Get the Panther, and then that Vindicator is just bringing up the rear every time. So I don't want to take the Jenner into the fortress itself. I want to have everybody ready for combat in that area before we trigger the trap. Because I have a feeling that we're going to see enemy as soon as we trigger that trap. They're going to pop up at us. So we want to make sure that everybody's ready to take him out. Because remember, we want to limit damage as much as possible on this trip through. Yeah, here we go. We want to take as little damage as possible so we can maximize how much money we're making. If you remember in episode 12, we were not making money. The last encounter that we had, we spent everything that we made in repairs. That is unacceptable. We're not going to make any money if we just, taking chances to die and nothing's happening. Okay, so there's the edge of the combat box. So I have a feeling that somebody might show from here, but more likely from over here, I think. If we take him down, he's going to trigger that, and then we'll know. So here we go. He's going to trigger the trap. Yep, like I said, enemy contact. Where is it? It is right at the edge of the combat box. 2 unknowns. Probably mechs, but we don't precisely know yet. So, moving up across the ridge. Get the Panther up on top of the hill. And that Vindicator's just, it's Grandpa out there. Alright, so that should give us eyes on. So we know what we're going up against here. Okay, not quite yet. We're going against Merrick this time. It's interesting, we haven't actually fought against Merrick yet in this campaign. Let's see what we actually have. We can shoot, so that means we've got eyes on from that position. So the Jenner can move up and tell us what we're up against. And what are we up against? We've got a Javelin. Okay, so we had a little bit of trouble with them last time around. Let's get a shot at him. 70%, so good, we're going to hit. That's going to do well. He's got a 40% damage reduction, and I think we only hit with 1, so that's not that cool. But it's early in the encounter. Seriously, oh, it's a spider. Oh, okay, yeah. A spider and a javelin. This is going to be good. So, spider came up in melee, but they have the melee abilities of a gnat.
Waiting for orders.
So, not too worried about him. We need to get the Panther involved. We need to get the Vindicator involved. So let's jump them up on the ridgeline. Can't fire, still out of range for that spider. Which obviously means we're still out of range for the javelin. These are probably the only mechs we're going to see. Once we down them, we got that pacify the area around the base, we may end up having to shoot some other pieces, but we'll see.
Engaging target.
Okay. So yeah, he's got that 40% damage reduction. Where is he standing? He needs to come up closer and get hurt. Okay, so let's jump the Vindicator up on the hill and shoot some LRMs at somebody. And it's going to be the Javelin with that 40% reduction. And we got some hits on him. That's good. Alright, their turn. What are they going to do? It's a new turn. The Javelin is jumping up. Okay, good. That gets him closer. He's in a geothermal area. So that's going to make our life a little bit more difficult. That's not a happy thing. And for us, Flatline, Jenner, I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense to melee him. But he's standing right there, and he's the littlest guy. Ooh! You're never going to see that again. A head strike with melee with a Jenner and completely aces a mech that fast. That means that we're going to get that spider as salvage. because all we did was hit the head. We're in good shape. Okay, so now it is 4-1 against the Javelin. And what the heck was that? What did we hit that blew up like that? That's weird. Alright, let's move up closer and we'll shoot some more LRMs at him, since we're still way out here. Let's see if we get the explosion that we just got this time around. Oh, they're all exploding before they get there. That's interesting. So maybe we need to go down and punch him in the face. Get the Wolverine down close and hit him with the SRMs. Hopefully he won't have the protection he had from those LRMs. I don't think he got hit at all. So, all right, let's do him. Let's hit him good. Miss. No. Jump jet destroyed. He's not going to be jumping out of there. So what are we going to do next? It's his turn. He's going to come up and fight the Wolverine. Should have meleeed him. He'd have done better. Okay, so back to us again. Flatline with those 4 medium lasers, but heck, he just took out the other guy. He's got a back attack. That's interesting. Okay, Nav, get down there and shoot. Okay, Nav's got 4 medium lasers as medium lasers. SR4. That Javelin is just getting hurt. Look at that. Almost no armor left. Half of the internal structure damage is gone. He's not going to last much longer. He's going to be gone quick. Alright. Vindicator's up. We're going to fire. And... yeah, turn off the LRMs. We're not going to hit those. Save the and destroyed his left leg. He's on the ground. Now everybody gets a free shot. As you recall, if you get knocked down, when people shoot at you, it's the same as a precision strike. Let's just stomp on his head. How about that?
Engaging physical attack.
And boom! He dead. And that's all the combat, guys.
Destroyed.
Wow, that was fast. Let's see what we get for that, because holy crap. Oh, we just broke the game, ladies and gentlemen. We're inside the hill.
Mission
All right,
successful.
mission successful. Okay, now everything's good. We're on the outside of the hill. All right, back to the Argos and see what we get. Okay, $22,000 for the mission. Yeah, we weren't going for that. We're going for salvage. Nobody injured. A little bit of armor damage. No internal damage at all. That's the way we need to end a mission. Okay, so yep, there we go. We can take 3 spider. That means we have a spider we can sell. That's good money. $3 million. And we got everything else because all there was 2 medium lasers and a jump jet. Well, a few jump jets. Yeah, lots of jump jets. But, we may need them at some point. Anyways, that was a good haul. We made some money off of that, and certainly more in salvage than we would have made if we'd have just taken the money that was available. They were willing to pay, what was it, $184,000, and we just got a spider that we can probably sell for $200,000 or $300,000. Yeah, it's the most maneuverable, but it's made of paper. You're absolutely right. All right, so let's look at the mech bay. Get everybody back in battery here. This is the time to go and get the heat sinks back in. So let's go to equipment, heatsink, throw another heatsink in there. Yay! Oh, we can do something else. What does he usually have? Oh, SRM4. That's what we're missing. The SRM4. Okay, well, let's throw an SRM4 into the mix. We can throw that in center torso, I believe. But we'll have to get rid of those heat sinks if we do that. SRMs, thank you. Well, SRM2. Yeah, to get the ammo on there, we got to drop a heat sink. So I'm not excited about that. But on this world, it's not a big deal. But SRM2, that's okay for now. Yeah, SRM4 center torso. SRM ammo in the right torso. So, yeah. Now we've got it basically in the right place. Other than that being an SRM2, that's pretty well stocked. It's going to take 3 days to get that done.
I'll let you know when that's done.
About, 3 days. Spider, we're just going to sell that puppy. We got 208, so we made money. Lots more money than they offered. So there's SRM4, SRM ammo. Usually that has a PPC, but we don't have a PPC to put in there. And it's usually got less SRM ammo. We've got 2 tons of SRM ammo instead of just 1. Let's throw a couple heat sinks in there. Well, 1 more heat sink, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, the PPC would be nice to have instead of those mediums, but all in all, the mediums aren't doing bad for us. Let's throw the heat sink. We're going to put it center torso, might as well. And it's going to take 1 day to get that finished. And confirm it.
Right.
Alright, so that's all the mech work that needs to happen. We got 4 days, and then a financial report 2 days later. Yikes. So, yeah, getting these done is kind of a pain without having multiple mech bays so they can be worked on simultaneously. Let's look at the let's look at the barracks. Let's look at the barracks. Hey, I've got an idea. Let's look at the barracks. Yeah, it's a Vindicator. We know that. Yeah, those are the upgrade areas. That gives us more possibility. Maybe the next upgrade that's still to be announced, maybe that's going to get us up to a full company, which would be 12 mechs on the field. That would be very cool. Right now, we're going to get our Jenner and Panther back. We're still waiting another 30 days for 2 Strike and Saberwolf to come back.
Job you asked for, Commander.
But we can go on contract now. I'm thinking the other contested will. Might as well, you know. We don't want to go to Leo's memory. That's garrison duty. Yeah, no specific threat. Bullcrap. That's just them trying to get us for a cheaper price. That's $1 million for garrison duty? I don't think so. Thank you very much. So the contested will, they offered $232,000 on this one. Let's give it a shot. Well, let's max out our mech warriors first because they got some experience in that last one. Nothing from me. Flatline.
Ready for orders.
800. Nothing for him.
Good to go.
For Happy, but not
Commander.
there. Yeah, we can Upgrade nav to all 4s. That's
Yes, Commander.
And if you want to have her at all 4, you gotta go back and hit save. Apparently, I didn't do that this time. We'll do that next time. Okay, so contested will. And we're gonna go to negotiations. Let's just max out salvage. That's working well for us. Okay, so we've got everybody just like we had them last time. And let's deploy. Alright. Second verse, same as the first. This is a capture base, just like we just did. Let's begin the mission. Came in on the dark side this time.
Interface initiated.
It's supposed to be glacial. Doesn't look very glacial to me, does it to you? Alright, so it's a little more open this time. Let's do our map recon, see what we've got.
Trees.
So we've got, it falls off to the right there. Stays the ridge lines to the center and left. There's a ridge line we want to approach on. That's our approach vector right there. Again, we're going to go just over the top of the fortress and expect to see, well, that's right in the corner. So I don't know where they're going to come from. I'm speculating they're going to come from this valley over here. That's a good place for them to come from, and there's some room on the map for them to do that. I'm all for them doing that because that means that we're on the heights and they're down in the valley, and we can beat the crap out of them while they try to get up to us.
Move order received.
All right, let's get over there. Let's get in the trees as fast as we can. Get out of the open. And let's hope that this is going to work out for us just like the last one did with no damage. We really need to have those low or no damage missions here.
Position confirmed.
Of course, very soon we're going to have to start looking to get bigger mechs so we can get bigger prizes.
I'm there.
Alright, still haven't seen anyone, and I don't think we're going to until we trip the trigger there at the base. So, we're working through the line here. We've got recon out front, then the commander comes next, and then we've got the rest of the squad behind him. That's pretty much the way infantry tactics go when you're on a move to contact. Stay kind of single file, get recon up front, and, well, honestly, you usually have a slack guy in between recon and the commander, but it doesn't really fit for 4 people. So we'll have the commander in the middle pretty much. We've got rear guard there with the Panther, and the Jenners out front as point man and recon. Alright, so let's get on with it. Apparently I had a lot more to talk about on this when we actually did this. So I kind of apologize about what's going on here. Probably just delete it. Okay, so here goes. We've got the Jenner almost able to get to the platform at the fortress. Get her good close to see what's going on. And then I'm going to take the back side of the ridge. And we're just going to move everybody else up.
Moving out.
Alright, so moving on up.
Coordinates received.
Alright. Still no contact, but I want to have everybody close to the fortress when we go. We need someone up on the heights. That's going to be the Wolverine. These guys need to get up closer to us. Notice their vectors. They're looking left and right of our line of advance so that they're seeing, and their fields of fire are to the left and the right. So if we encounter contact from the left, the third guy there is going to be the one. Oh, what's that? There is a drop pod coming in. We do not want to be standing there when it shows up. So that might be reinforcements. That might be our way off the base. After we're done, I don't know. We'll have to see. So we do not want to be standing in the open at all if we can help it. Alright, so we've got the Jenner up on the highest point there. Getting a good look around. We're going to come around the summit there with the Wolverine. Going to move the Panther up. Well, I think the trees are a good place. Yeah.
Confirmed.
And the Vindicator, we're going to move him. That's a good question. He's kind of looking farther to the left. It's good strategy, but it's not taking into account that that's the edge of the combat box that we're playing in. You know, our sandbox. So,
Ready for orders.
let's see, we can take the Jenner down and let her trigger the trap. And then bring the Wolverine up on the top, maybe. But hopefully we'll see very quickly what we're up against. Let's go, yeah, just jump right up to the height there so we can see everything.
Jump jets.
So, the strategy that I had here was that drop pod. I was thinking maybe that's how they're going to ambush us. We trigger it, they drop down there. So that's what I'm setting up for here. We've got two guys at the fortress. We've got two guys to the south of where that drop pod's going to come in. Enemy contact. Ooh, down the hill. And fire. Oh, fire starter, and we don't know what the other one is yet. So we need to knock that fire starter out quick. Those things, as you see from episode 12, those things are nasty. They'll overheat you in a heartbeat. We do not want that. So I don't think this drop pod is going to be enemy. I think that's where our guys are coming in at the end of this. So we're still going to stay out of there because it's dumb to be standing there when something's going to come in. But that also means that our Panther and Vindicator are in a really bad spot because they're way far away from the action.
I'm there.
Alright, so we need to get the Jenner somewhere good. Yeah, right up top. Alright, that breaks contact with the fire starter. Okay, javelin and a fire starter. This is a little worse than we had last time. Remember last time we had a spider and a javelin. Now we've got a fire starter and a javelin. So, the javelin's the closest guy. So I think he's going to be our target. Bring him down to the edge of the woods here while he's still in cover. And let's see if we can take out that javelin quick. Alright, targeting the javelin, 40% chances of hit. We're going to miss. And miss, miss, miss. Okay, 2 hits. That's better than nothing. Enemy turn. That fire starter's coming up. We do not want to get close to him. We want to keep him way farther than arm's length, medium to long range, so that he can't run up and torch us. He may have just made himself the primary target, but we'll see how it goes.
On my way.
Alright, bring the Panther up. Panther's in woods, so there's some cover. And let's concentrate on that jet. 45%. Boy, nobody can hit nothing here.
Copy that.
All misses. Except a couple of the SRMs there.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, let's see what the Vindicator can do. Hopefully he can do some damage.
Coordinates received.
Coming up. What can you do, Prancer? Stay on the Javelin. Let's concentrate our fire. 55%, 65 with the LRMs. That's good. Ooh. Right arm destroyed. Ooh. Took both his arms off in one shot. Nice. That was an excellent, excellent shot. Okay, so we're not going to move. We're just going to attack. Let's see if we can take that Javelin out now. CT destroyed. Yep, he's down. Boy, he went down fast. That was well done. All right, now it's 4-1 against a fire starter. Bet he's regretting it right now. Okay, he's trying to run up and get short range on us. We're going to have to be careful with him. We do not want to get close. Alright, so
Yes, Commander.
flatline. Just back up. Want to keep him in cover. You know what? We're just going to attack. It's 4-1. We're all sitting there. Let's just duke it out. Fire. Oop. Got it. Nice.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, so the Panther is good. Just going to stand and attack. Yeah, we're brawling. This is just... We're not stepping back. No fancy footwork. Okay, we had some stray shots. That's all. That's the update that I was talking about last week with the Urban Warfare expansion. If you miss, you can hit stuff that's close. And we just hit 2 buildings with stray shots because those were misses that hit a close target. So that's a lot more realistic and a lot more faithful to the original game. So maybe we want to move up a bit and prevent that. I don't really want to torch the whole fortress. Ooh, lots of misses there. Right leg destroyed. He's knocked down. Boy, this couldn't be going any better. Look at that. All right. Other than those hits on the buildings, this is perfect for us. All right, so don't want to hit the buildings again. So I think it might move up, but nah, we're just gonna duke it out. See if we can take him down right now. So we're gonna target. What has he got? He's got 25 points center torso. We are going for it. Yeah, 50%. This could take him out right here. Another stray shot. Left arm destroyed. Flamers destroyed. 2 flamers destroyed. Left torso destroyed. He's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna get a chance to stand back up. He's gonna be dead before then. We've got to stop hitting buildings up. Look at that. We found your fortress. We captured it. There's nothing left, but it's ours. What's there is, you know, the rubble's ours. We got it. Thanks. Okay, so he couldn't shoot. He actually moved forward and put himself out of range. Let's just end this. And center torso destroyed. He's got, look at all the stray shots though. 4 stray shots. We're taking more out of the fortress than anything else. That was our dropship that came in. So they're inbound. Actually, that was the inbound forces. Mission successful. They're gonna have to put out some fires, but we won. Wonder if we're gonna get docked for hitting those buildings. Survey says no, not getting docked for it. Let's see what yeah, little bit of armor damage on the Jenner. That's it. Nobody injured. Nobody really even touched. Kind of got crap for... we'll take the mech parts and the medium laser and whatever else we get. $4.7 million value. I don't know, that means nothing because you can't sell it for anything close to that. Okay, we're back at the Argos. Doing much better, almost $1 million still. We have 3 months at normal morale. That's rapidly going to go to 2 months here in just a couple days. Let's take a look at the barracks first and upgrade our mech warriors. So 1,800 for me. That's not enough to get me anywhere though. So let's take a look. No, Prancer's in the same spot. Nav. Okay, Nav can get her tactics. Let's hit confirm this time. Thank you. And then Flatline, he can also get his 4 in tactics. Nice. So he's a 5-4-5-4. Nav is a 4 across the board. Okay, and just a little, yeah, no refits, no real damage to fix, because armor's just fixed. So we're in great shape. So, yeah. I think it's time to let you guys go. That was kind of a quick one, I guess. Well, not really quick. But a couple missions in there that saved us just under $1 million. We're going to be in a financial report in 2 days. It's going to drop. Morale is kind of weak. But all in all, we're doing well. So meet up again next week. We're going to have episode 14 and see what we can do for damage on taking a few more of these contracts that are available to us. Anyways, hit subscribe if you like what we're doing. Hit like if you like what we're doing. You know, all that stuff that every YouTuber tells you. This has been a lot of fun. I'm having a blast. Hopefully you guys are getting something out of this, and you'll be getting better at the game by taking a look at what I'm doing. Not that everything I do is awesome, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's see how far we can go with this Iron Man mode. All right, guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you back here in a week for episode 14. Thanks a lot.